everyone, it's Angela Schuster with Time Design. I am sitting on the floor in our office here at the Time Design studio. And you probably saw a few days ago when I did a Facebook Live that I mentioned we are starting an organizing project here. We've been in this studio space for about 4 years now, and I think it's kind of like when you buy a new home and you barely have a little bit of things to fill it up, and before you know it, you just have more things than you know what to do with. And that's kind of what's happened with us. When we moved into this space, the only piece of the business that was kind of moving in was the faux and decorative finishing division. And shortly thereafter, I became a stockist for chalk paint by Annie Sloan, and then I started adding classes. And alongside that, our decorative painting and faux finishing business continued to grow. And gosh, we just, it's been crazy. And in all of that, we moved the office space into this dedicated area. And we've just, gosh, we just need some help. So I actually engaged the services of my friend and amazing colleague. She's a professional organizer, Linda English, and her company is Organizing with Ease. Highly recommend her. She's actually worked with a lot of my residential and commercial clients, so I just can't say enough about her. So anyway, my task today is to start working on purging and relocating some of the things in the space. Now, I will tell you that the ladies have already, Doris and Laura have already started to tackle some of the areas. And I'll show you. They actually pulled out, we had a lot of photos in here, some of our portfolios, some of our frames from our open house. So they pulled those out. And now my task is to go through this area here, which I'm going to try to do that now. So, you know, I'm going to be posting this to our YouTube video, our YouTube channel, just as a series to kind of show you the process. And if you have any comments, questions, even suggestions, I would totally appreciate those. And so I'm going to try to start going through these. I'll kind of tell you what I'm doing as I go. This is actually, you know, I do a lot of Facebook Lives, a lot of social media things. I guess YouTube is social media also, but this is kind of new for me. So I hope it's helpful. That's really kind of what I was doing this for. So anyway, so I'm going to start going through this, and I'll kind of tell you what I'm doing. But you know, again, you may just be kind of bored. You may be watching me work. So anyway, so we have a lot of catalogs here that I need to go through. Actually, some of the catalogs we have here, we're actually a dealer for top knobs. I don't know if anyone knew that, but a lot of people know that. But anyway, so like if you are repainting or having us repaint your kitchen cabinets, then you can pick out new hardware as well. So we have all the catalogs here. So I was going to take those out, but I think I'm going to leave those in here. We also have the catalogs for Edgar Barabee, which is another one of the cabinet hardware that we do work for, or we're a dealer for. So I'm going to leave all those in here. I see over here Doris has already put together some of our supplies. This is for our Cricut supplies. We have a Cricut that we use to cut some of our stencils for some of our do-it-yourself classes. So I see she's kind of already started a section over there, although I'm sure Linda will help us reorganize everything. So, my goodness. All right, we have here so many different catalogs for top knobs. I'm not quite sure. I'm counting probably about 10 catalogs here. I'm not really sure if we need all 10 of these. But this is one of those I'll go through with Doris, and we'll kind of determine if we need them all. If not, then we will recycle those. This is also, and then what do we have here? Oh, okay. So here, no, I think this is recycling. This is recycling. Next we have here. So as you know, we do a lot of the the designer show houses, and they all have journals. There's the designer show house, oh, from just last year. And here's the one from Mansions of May in 2014. And oh my goodness, 2008. Wow. This is the one from 2010. This is a big one for us. This was when we did the foyer. This is a special one for us. They're all special, but that one in particular. Anyway, I don't want to lose any of these because a lot of this is not available online. So I want to keep those. I think that's really important. So I'm going to have those. I'm going to put those all aside. We'll keep those, put those back here. One of the designers had this. Oh, it looks like it's popping off. Guys, I'm not real sure if sometimes I'm going to reach over. My screen goes on and off, so I'm not even sure what's going on with that. Ah, okay. Here's some other catalogs. These are some of our suppliers. This is Nova Color. So I'm going to put that aside because I'm going to put that back. These are different products that we use in the decorative finishing. And we have an area in our armoire back there that we actually use, so I want to keep that together. So we just have to keep all that organized, and hopefully, I know Linda will help us figure out a system. It's not really that I'm looking as much for organization as I'm also looking for a system so that we'll be more efficient here. So I'm not sure what this is. I think this is more hardware that goes with our top knobs. And this is 201 magazine from spring 2016. Now this had some of the designers that we worked with in here. This was really a great house. Ah, look, Sharon Sherman. Loved. Who else did we work with on that house? My goodness. That was a beautiful home. But this is all available online. So going to recycling. Can't keep everything. Oh, this is one of the samples we did. We did this on some risers. So I'm going to put this in the showroom. That's one of our hand-painted finishes. So, okay. All right, I don't know if I mentioned, Linda told me to put some of the things in boxes, and recycling day was yesterday, and I forgot to tell everyone not to throw away the recycling. So I don't have any boxes, but I do have all of these reusable bags. I don't know if you use those like at groceries, but I do. So there you go. Okay, so I'm going to put these back up here. Linda's coming back in a couple of weeks, and we have everything in areas so she can kind of teach us what to do with them. So down here, this is another catalog. This is from Wallovers. Cynthia Davis, she's actually teaching at our studio her Who Needs Wallpaper class, and that's on September 28th. So this is a catalog of the different stencils that she has. We buy a lot of stencils from her. So I'm going to put that up with our resources. And, oh, Salon in New York City. Arlene McLaughlin, so beautiful. Wonderful colleague out in Long Island. So I'm going to put that here. This is from Sherwin-Williams. This is their color mix forecast for 2018. So I have another space that I put all of our products for the different paint suppliers, Benjamin Moore, Sherwin-Williams. So I'm going to put those over there. And looks like here is some top knobs brochures. I wonder if we should have these. Actually, I think these would be great to put in the retail area, so I'm going to move those in there. A lot of what Linda said is we should focus not just on purging, but relocating, because a lot of times we just have a tendency to put things down because it's a good place. So that shouldn't be here. So what do we have here? And this is a peel and stick chalkboard that we do not use. This was supposed to go in the garbage. So there you go. A few more of the Sherwin-Williams. Oh, our Farrow and Ball. We love them as well. Okay, it looks like the screen went off, so not sure if. Hopefully, again, you guys are all getting this. This is, you know, when you're not quite sure what you have in front of you, then perhaps that means it just needs to go to recycling, rather than continuing to keep things around that are just getting piled up. So there you go. Again, these are just brochures. You know, a lot of times we have people who stop into the studio, a lot of suppliers and a lot of colleagues, and we have pamphlets and booklets everywhere. We're top knobs. Again, I don't know. This is the 2018 catalog. We have to determine if we have too many of these catalogs and put them in the appropriate places if we do. Okay, here's some more that goes to recycling. The box of receipts. More boxes of receipts. Okay. So this, oh, how funny. This is one of our mini project packs that goes into the, needs to go into the showroom. So I'm going to put that, relocate that in the other room. Do that in a few minutes. And that goes in the garbage. Wait, that's garbage. Okay, so let's see what else we have going on here. We have a big old box here. I think actually Laura went through this box yesterday. She took off the legs. This goes on actually a table that the laptop that it's on right now goes to. So I'm going to put that back on. And I'm not quite sure what all of these are. We have some shipping labels. This is one of those Doris What Is This boxes. So what I'm going to do is actually label this box and leave it for Doris to take a look at. Again, sorry. Every time the screen goes out, I'm not quite sure if that means that it's still recording or not. So, okay. So, I think what I'll do is put this here. Actually, got a note here. So I bet you're not surprised, but we have a pink post-it notes here, Photon Design. So Doris to sort. Okay, so I made a note, and I'm going to put that here. Now we have actually a box of receipts here that our accountant told us to keep. But I know Linda told me to kind of keep a list of what she called pain points, which were kind of areas with like paper flow, storage issues. So I'm going to put on that list receipts and how to manage those, where we should keep those, because that's kind of annoying. So there you go. Got one thing on the list. So, all right, I'm going to go put this in the retail area where it belongs. I'll be back, so you'll just kind of look at nothing. I am back. throw this in the garbage, put some things in recycling. Okay, so I think what I'm going to try to do before I kind of tackle the next area is just the things I pulled out to put them, relocate them to where they should be. And these go up here. So, hi, I don't know if you're still there. I'm going to actually try to live stream this the next time, so it won't be such a boring video. So I have a few more things here to go, but for now we're just going to call it a day, and at least for videoing. I still have a few things left to do, but we're going to try live streaming next time. So keep watching, and hopefully we'll be able to give you some good tips on organizing your space, because if we can get a decorative painting and faux finishing studio organized, that's a good thing. Okay, thanks so much. Bye-bye.